5-play drive for Orange that took all of 1 minute and 49 seconds off the clock, 46 yards, and the Panthers culminate in Jackson Schmidt with his 10th touchdown pass of the year. Ball blew off the tee on the kickoff on Francisco McKinley a moment ago, and then once he finally did get the kickoff away, play was blown dead for an offside.
Yeah, Jeff, I got to say again how exciting it was to watch Jackson Schmidt throw the ball like he did in that first drive. That's the thing that this Orange's team is missing. We've talked about Cody Evans. We've talked about Kendall Whitted. Peyton Wilson, we know he can play any position on the field. He's just like his brother. So, I mean, that's the only thing really this offense needed was an accurate passer. He doesn't have to be great, but he's just accurate passer to put the ball where it needs to be. And if he starts doing this, I'm telling you, man, with the way this defense is playing, Orange can go a long way this year.
No question. Well, one thing that has made things a little bit interesting was the announcement by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association regarding when the playoffs are going to take place. The playoffs have been moved a week back, and when I say the playoffs, that means everything. First of all, McKinley, a kickoff with the wind at his back at the 10 to the 15, and Ben Kelly comes up the middle for the 20-yard line, and down he goes. So Ben Kelly returns that one 17 yards, and Chapel Hill comes out first and 10. Orange will get its bye week on the final week of the regular season. Now, the catch to that is the playoff field won't be announced until the week after that, and Orange will actually have about 20 days between its last regular season game and its first state playoff game.
I know the coaches are probably not happy with that.
No. And you can imagine how some of the winter coaches, Bobby Schreiner and others, felt about that as well. First down coming up for Chapel Hill at its own 21. Alex Dow will hand off to the right side. Not much room for the left side for Josiah King, and he is stacked up and dropped hard. Keyshawn Thompson came in. He was among the first players to get in there. Also weighing in quickly was number 4, Devondres Moore.
Yeah, Ryan Sellers there too, Jeff, and you know, you got to try to run the ball. I mean, I understand they know Orange's rep coming through, but Chapel Hill, you know, they're going to try to establish some type of running game.
King loses 3 there, so it's now 2nd and 13 from the pistol. Stow will run some zone read here. He'll run a play fake, but gets pressure from behind, throws it away at the last second. It was nearly caught by a lineman.
Yeah,
that is intentional grounding. Man closest to it was 72. That's Tushar Patel. The bad news for him is that he's the left guard, and he's not eligible.
Ryan Sellers right there. He's kind of the overlooked man. You got Noah Rogers and Stone Edwards, but Ryan Sellers, ain't no telling out. I'm not sure how many sacks Ryan has, but he's just been rock solid. I think he's got it right here. He's got 12 sacks. Actually leads the team in sacks. It seems like nobody talks about him as much as Stone and Noah and Peyton and those guys, but he is a mean, nasty right defensive lineman right there, and he closed on Stroud right there, just hard, strong, and he didn't hardly have a chance. He was rolling right. He didn't even get a chance to get out there and roll.
Well, this is going to be called an illegal touching. So
it sounds like some of your dates.
Yes, I was waiting for that line, actually. So it's 3rd and 21. That's a loss of down from the spot of the foul. So it's 3rd and 21. Now Stow will set up a screen, and it's incomplete. That ball hung in the air, and he was throwing into the wind that time, and so much so Jordy Farrington nearly had a pick. Instead, it's another 3-and-out by the Orange defense.
Yeah, and that's the way, in my opinion, Jeff, that you're going to attack Orange's offense is take advantage of their aggressiveness. But like that, in that case right there, Stone and Ryan Sellers were coming. Stone 6'5", Ryan 6'2". They're so big and so fast. A lot of times you can't see over them to make a screen pass, which is what Stroud did right there. He overthrew his running back who was open.
Colson will go back to punt from the middle of his own end zone here. It's a new wrinkle to the Orange end zone, as a matter of fact. Low snap. Colson gets away a better kick, but again, kicking into the wind, and this one takes a bad bounce, and it's going to be a negative punt. Now it's picked up at the 15 and down at the 10. Ryan Sellers picked that ball up, realizing the ball just bounced to him, and he said, what the heck? And it was actually a minus punt that time. It landed shy of the line of scrimmage, and he picked it up and ran it down to the 5-yard line. Ryan nearly scored as a defensive end, and Orange gets the ball right back now at the Chapel Hill 6-yard line with 8:41 remaining, and this one could turn into a runaway early. Jackson Schmidt will come out. Orange will have it 1st and goal at the 6. That's one thing regarding Orange's punting game. They haven't made any big mistakes in big games, or really any games for that matter. Beasley goes in motion. Schmid will hand it off. Puckett turns to the left, and he will fight ahead to about the 2-yard line. The linebacker coming on for Chapel Hill, Josiah King, winds up making the stop, and Puckett stopped just short of the goal line.
Yeah, expect Orange to pound right here, Jeff, run that ball in the middle against this defensive line. And I don't know how Chapel envisioned. Every time you go to play a game, it doesn't matter who you're playing against, you envision the good things, you never envision the bad. But this is about as bad as opening as Chapel Hill could have.
It's been a rough year for the Tigers, certainly. Schmid will have Beasley and Pascal in the backfield. And off Beasley runs to the left, and it will be Puckett taking that ball into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Ryan Puckett scores the touchdown for the Panthers. That's his 6th touchdown of the year. A 2-yard gimme, and the Panthers now lead 13-0.
Yeah, Puckett right there. He's the short yardage guy for Orange. He's going to get you 2-3 tough yards. That had to be about the easiest 2-yard run as you've ever seen. Right, cut on the left side. Cody Danielson for Orange got a nice seal block right there, and Ryan wasn't even touched until he got in the end zone.
And now Francisco McKinley with the wind at his back.
Cisco.
And he put it through, and the Panthers are rolling here tonight. It is Orange 14, Chapel Hill nothing on HillsboroSports.com. Stay with us for more.
Angie, your purse looks great. Where did you get it embroidered?
Oh, thanks. My family got it for me at Happy Stitches in Hillsboro. It was a surprise for my birthday.
It looks so professional. Does Happy Stitches do only purses?
No, they monogram t-shirts, bags, stickers, coolers, beach bags, magnets, even Christmas ornaments. You name it, they do it.
Perfect. With the holidays coming up, I've been looking for something for my Christmas tree. I'll visit Happy Stitches today.
Happy Stitches, located in the Daniel Boone Village. Call Wendy Allison at 919-644-8455.
Two-play drive for Orange, 6 yards and a touchdown after the punt that went negative. Line drive kickoff taken by Colson at the 20. He's to the 25, reverses field 30. Colson still going across the field, and he goes down, lost the football. Ball 3, and it's picked up by Orange to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Devondre Moore, touchdown. Devondre Moore picked up the loose ball, and he returns the fumble, 28 yards for the score. So Devondre Moore winds up scoring, and the Panthers now have added a touchdown via a turnover on the kickoff, and Devondre Moore returns the fumble, 28 yards, and the Panthers now lead 20-0 with 7:51 remaining.
Quite possibly the worst way it could have started. No, this is the worst way it could have started for Chapel Hill.
It's a disastrous start. Here's McKinley with the extra point up, and it's good. And Orange, which scores 23 of its points off turnovers, now adding to its total right here. With 7 points, Devondre Moore scores his first. Now have a 21-0 lead here. So we can barely catch our breaths with all the scores that are going on all around us. We're going to pause for this here on HillsboroSports.com. Stay with us.
The Deer Pushers Association of America is a group dedicated to raise funds in support of educational programs, wildlife habitat enhancement and acquisition, and the preservation of the shooting sports and hunting tradition for future generations. They serve Northern Orange, Southern Person, and all of Central North Carolina. To learn more about the Deer Pushers Association of America, contact Skinny Laws or Seth King directly. The Deer Pushers Association of America, killing tomorrow's trophies today.
Another kickoff by McKinley. This is his fourth kickoff of the game, and we haven't even played 5 minutes yet. And Ben Kelly goes down at the 13-yard line. Chase Torrey makes the tackle, and now Chapel Hill will try to regroup after the fumble following a kickoff. And the Panthers leading this game 21-0, and we are only 4 minutes and 14 seconds into the contest.
Yeah, Jeff, right now, if you're Chapel Hill, you just want to tell your guys, just let's get one first down. Let's just start slow. Let's get one first down. Let's let our defense breathe for a second. But, I mean, I'm telling this Orange defense, I've watched them play a lot this year. I've never seen them come as hard, as fast, and maybe they're energized by the crowd. I mean, it's a packed house tonight, but they are really bringing it right now in the first, the first 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah. First 4 minutes it feels like it's gone on for an eternity. Stow will take a peek downfield, but he is sandwiched, and he goes down hard. The ends came around hard on him, and it was Stone Edwards. Stone Cold Stone Edwards winds up making the stop. Stone last week told us during the Prep Sports Tonight podcast that he wants to go into post-medical engineering for a career. And
I've heard several things about him, and that says a lot about that young man. I've heard nothing but positive things about Stone, and a lot of these guys I'm hearing real good things about. Not only they're good football players, they're really good kids.
Oh, Stone is very impressive. That was a 14-yard loss, so now it's 2nd and 24. Stow looked to pull the ball back on the zone read, but it's taken back by King, and he rumbles up the middle for only about a yard. So it'll be 3rd down coming up. Noah Rogers made the stop. 3rd down, 23 to go. Chapel Hill has not had a winless conference season, but after losses to Webb and last week falling to Northern Vance 38-0 in Henderson, they're looking at a winless conference season right in the face. 3rd down and 23 coming up. Stow, as Chapel Hill goes without a huddle, barks the signals out to his wide receivers. Pistol set up once again. Stow from the goal line will throw out of his own end zone. Guns it far sideline. It hangs up in the air, and it is nearly picked off by Alex Long. Long looked like he got tangled up with Eli Haithcock on a pass intended for Colson, but it's incomplete, and now the real adventure begins, the Chapel Hill punting game.
Yeah, with that right there, Eli and they looked like they were both going up trying to get the ball together and kind of, knocked it away from each other. But once again, it's just disastrous jolts for Chapel Hill. You want to – I talked about getting one first down. First play of the drive, you get sacked and everything's just going downhill. Yep. Chapel Hill's punter now, who hasn't looked great so far, he's standing on the back of his own end zone line.
Caleb Colson standing back. Wind is in his face, gets the kick away. Good kick considering the circumstances. Wilson takes it 35. Wilson have a tackle at the 30 and tackle from behind at the 29. Good tackle made by 52 Ben Glider. And Orange will start once again in Chapel Hill territory. That's nothing new. Every play in this game so far has been from Chapel Hill territory.
Yeah, it's like watching one of my nephew Jack's soccer games for Stanford.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah, I think they've scored 4 goals all year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I trust Jack is playing another position aside from striker or midfield, or
I don't. He plays offense. That's all I know.
Okay, well, that's how it is, I guess. 6:09 remaining. Orange up 21-0. Here's the play fake handoff. Beasley to the 25. Beasley angles left, plows over a Tiger, and Mavante Beasley, a thunderous run there. Pounds over a Tiger and goes down at the 20, and Mavante still down himself.
Yeah, Brian Johnson right there for Chapel Hill really stuck his shoulder pads in there. He's a 5'7", 155-pound senior for Chapel Hill. He really made a big hit. Mavante bounced off of it, but that was 2 guys going wide open who met right there in the middle on about the 22, 23-yard line. And you got to like that if you're Chapel Hill. You want your guys to keep fighting. It's got to be tough. Right out of the gates, it's almost like the game started 21-0.
Yep.
So that's the type of play you want to see from your defense that, defense really hasn't had an opportunity to really do much.
No.
They've been put in such a bad position so far.
Orange starting field position at the Chapel Hill 49, at the Chapel Hill 6, and now the Chapel Hill 29. And they lead 21-0. Orange also scored on a fumble return for a touchdown. Schmidt throws, far sideline, caught. Kendall Whitted, touchdown Orange. Kendall Whitted hauled it in for his 3rd touchdown of the year. That's his 7th grab. And Kendall Whitted scores 11 touchdown passes on the season for Jackson Schmidt.
And that was another one, Jeff. You can see it right there. He put it right in Kendall Whitted's hands right there. That was a pinpoint, excellent pass. He had good coverage. Jackson stuck it in there. And really, if he can continue to make these type passes, you'll see Kendall Whitted and Cody Evans. We've talked about them a lot this year, and you'll see how good of playmakers they are now that Jackson Smith's figured out how to give them the ball.
And we got a flag down before the extra point. Well, it's always, we've talked about this really from day one, ever since the Person game. It's just the question of getting the ball to them, and tonight. Orange going up against a lot of